Hello. Got it.
Hey, it's official. How's everybody doing?
Doing great, Ron.
Good seeing you. Good seeing you.
Good seeing you. How's your family?
Everybody's doing well, thank you.
Good. Tell you make sure you tell Nikki I said hi.
Yeah, we're waiting for you, man. We're waiting for you to come on back.
I'm coming back.
All right, we got a spot for you. And both here and in the choir as well.
You took advantage of me when I was out there last time.
Well, I know you were available, ready and willing and able.
We did. We had a nice time, didn't we?
A
I don't know whether you did or not. I had a nice time.
a couple of the single women are still asking me about you. Where's that your cousin with the deep voice?
Might get out there and not come back, huh?
So good to see you. So good to see
you too, Ron.
All right. Cousin Jimmy.
Yes, hello, Preston.
Hello there.
Preston and Ronald.
Cousin Earl, all right.
Earl, I was surprised to see you. I'm glad to see you, though.
You got to get off
You
mute.
must be muted, Earl. Unmute your machine.
Oh, he's still muted. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Uh-oh, I gotta change my thing.
Hello, Linda.
Can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Yes, we do.
Yeah, we hear you.
All
right. I had to get my IT man.
We can hear you and see you.
All right. This is the Zoom meeting for the family reunion. Remember cousin Preston?
Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
Hi.
I just got off from work. I'm tired.
Oh, hey.
Hey, cousin Preston.
Hey there, how you doing?
You?
I'm great.
Good.
I'm great. I'm doing really good. You guys lightened up my day anyway.
Good. I can see everybody else, you know. Corliss, I love the hair.
Thank you. Thank you. How you doing?
Good, you?
Good.
Hey,
It just pops up.
Hey,
Lisa.
How's everybody?
All right. Great.
good. How you doing?
Hey, missed you last month, Ron.
Yeah, I was a little under the weather.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
All right, Tiffany, get this. I mean, Tiffany. Michaela, you.
Hey, cousin.
You loosen it up. Now what's going down?
Yeah.
But you ain't tighten it back up so it wouldn't keep going down.
Jimmy,
Yes.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a rough idea of when we might be having something for the family? You know, like.
Yeah, let me talk about it tonight. I'm going to talk about it tonight.
Okay. Okay.
Just remind me, make sure I mention some possible dates.
Okay, because I'm
I
trying
have it on the agenda.
Okay. All right.
lot of- Good.
Oh, dear.
Okay, I think I got everybody identified, logged in. Let's see here. Okay, mighty quiet, too quiet for me.
Be quiet.
You all, this
You didn't
time of
give us-
hour, you all normally be running your flaps.
You didn't give
Well,
us some.
I just got off from work and I'm tired. So I have too much to say.
I should have had a glass of wine before I got on. I'd really be going.
Well, you can still,
You be talking too much then.
you can still partake of it.
Yeah, there you go.
You ready to open up?
Shirley,
Yes,
how's everything up there in Canada?
well, I'm okay. I just got off from work. I tried to eat a little snack. I'm tired. I
Oh,
guess you
okay.
know about the borders all with the truckers. I haven't gone over there.
Oh, okay.
I
How's your
think
son?
He's doing well. He finally had the surgery that he needed
Okay.
because he had to have his gallbladder out. But you know, they kept postponing and postponing it because of, you know, COVID patients first. But he finally had it and he's doing fine.
Good,
Good.
good. Glad to hear that.
And the grandkids are doing fine.
Good.
I do have a question to ask. I guess this will be on the agenda later. I don't know if it's to the scholarship committee. I know I haven't sent my all my money in, but I will be sending that in. My niece, Wes, I don't know if you could answer this or not. Jimmy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my niece has an adopted son, which
Mhm.
would be my deceased brother's grandson.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's adopting two. They're her sister's children. She has adopted legally.
The
But,
answer is yes.
okay, okay. Yeah,
How
I
old
just
is he?
wanted to know.
How old
Yes.
is he? How old is he? Cause
I don't know if she's had him since he was a baby, an infant. So I don't know if he graduates. I don't think he graduates this year, maybe next year or the year. But I wanted to know because, you
The
know,
answer is yes.
yeah. And I have another one. Well, then if yes to that, yes would be to this one. This one is much younger, so we'll see.
All right, we'll wait a couple more minutes, 2 more minutes, and then we'll ask our chaplain to lead off. So we'll wait a couple more minutes.
does everyone have Netflix?
Yeah, I
Not-
have Netflix, but I have Canada, so I won't be getting all the same stuff you get.
Well, there's a movie we watched the other night called Uncorked. Have you seen that? Uncorked?
No.
No.
UNCORKED. Oh, that is an excellent movie. And I highly recommend that you watch it. You really will enjoy it. It's about a Black family. So we can relate to it and the ups and downs, but it's just an aspirational and inspirational movie. And I'm surprised it didn't get more notoriety than it has, because really well acted. And know who's in it? Courtney Vance. You know him, right? Courtney Vance.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's one. He's not the he's not the main character, but he's one of the main characters in it. So everything he does is top of the line. So if you get a chance, check that out.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna send a text. And I'll be right with you.
Hey, Jimmy, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay. We're first of all, thank you for joining us. I see a new face. I see a face we hadn't seen in a while, and we missed her, but we know she works this time of night. So
Well,
and
I
she
I
already
just
said,
got off
I know,
and I
and
gotta get up early, so I don't know if I'm gonna stay the whole time. I have to get up early.
we understand
go
and
in.
appreciate your sacrifice. And so I want to say this is for those that's new, Earl. This is strictly informal. You can holler out and yell at us anytime you want. If you got a question,
right.
don't be afraid to ask. And we're going to
All right.
start off by asking our chaplain to open our session with a prayer. Ron?
All heads bowed. Our Heavenly Father, thank you for this opportunity to gather together, family. We need your blessings. We need your guidance. We need your protection, particularly in these times. Help us to celebrate our history during this month, and we can trace it back to our ancestor, Carter G. Woodson, and thank him for this privilege. Just continue to embrace us, encircle us, and keep us safe within the family and in the external lives that we live. And we just again want to thank you, Lord, for all the blessings you always bestow upon us, even when we are undeserving. And we ask these blessings in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, our Savior. Amen.
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 Just to give you an idea of what tonight's going to be like, we're going to talk about.
Well, let me get my wine. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead. Let the trail in.
I'll tell you, your family. That was directed at Linda.
You're being bad.
No. I'm good.
God, yes, you are.
While we're waiting for Ron to come back, it was good to see my cousins that I saw on the 28th in South Jersey. Unfortunately, it was a sad occasion, but nevertheless, it was good to see Linda and Preston Senior and Gregory and some other family members. I thought the service for Sherry Chin was very good.
Oh, very nice.
I recorded Capri singing, and of course Wayne singing, and a couple other little pieces, but I definitely recorded Capri. So I looked at it, I shared it with our cousin James Alfonso Meekins a couple of days ago, and he really enjoyed it. And also, okay, and on the way back from, I left there and went to New York for a funeral that afternoon. I was in Jersey, South Jersey at 10 a.m. for a funeral, at 5 p.m. in Brooklyn for 5 p.m. funeral. Our family members. So on the way back, 3 days later, after 8, 9, 10 inches of snow in Brooklyn, I had the pleasure of spending perhaps 2 hours, 3 hours, 2.5 hours with cousin Preston here and Wayne. It was a good session. And for those of you who know Wayne, please reach out to him. He needs to hear from you. If you, as you can imagine, he's going through maybe the darkest period of his life, having lost his wife for many, many, many years.
He doesn't show it much, but I know he's going through a rough time.
I saw it when we got together on the 31st, whenever it was. I saw it. I saw it at the time we were together.
Jimmy, can you send out his contact information?
Yes, I will.
It's hard to set up so I can see.
Yeah, I'll send it to the folks that's on the call. Okay.
Okay.
What I was getting ready to say is, welcome to Trail. I was getting ready to say is, this is how we're going to go this evening. We're going to talk about our annual contributions that we ask you to give us. I'm going to talk about, mention the Super Bowl fundraiser that we have coming up. Talk about our governance body, just touch on that for a second. We're going to talk about the possibility of my niece conducting the next kids call. Don't shine your eyes at me. A family reunion update for this year. So that's in a nutshell. Oh, and I didn't have it on my agenda, but I forgotten about it. Of course, I'm going to talk about Black History Month a little bit. Okay, starting off, I want to I'm going to put this on the screen. See if this will help y'all.
Hi, Tony.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, Tony. Okay, you all see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let me let Kat in the call. Catherine.
You got this down pat now. Give me how to share the screen.
After a year and a half. After a year and a half. But anyway,
you can fire your IT man now.
Anyway, I want to go around the horn and just quickly introduce ourselves to one another, because I know Earl doesn't know everybody that's on the call. So starting with Preston, just quickly, who you are, and where you are, what city?
Hey, family, this is Preston Fortune. I'm in Sicklerville, New Jersey.
We can't see each other.
Okay, hold on one second.
Everybody either, but
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on, let me go back and.
Excuse me for a minute. I forgot I was supposed to Zoom with my daughter. She's in Hong Kong.
Oh, wow.
You want to add her on?
I don't know how to do that. I'm not that savvy.
Does she have the Zoom information?
No, she would think, I think my son has it, but I don't think she has it because I didn't send you her, I'm neglectful. I didn't send you her email. I will do it.
Okay.
Monday I'm off. I will do it and send you everything I need to send you so that she can be on. Just excuse me for a minute.
Sure, sure.
Carol, can you get on your iPad and Zoom? With her that I had Zoom on.
Autism art.
While we're talking, Greg, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Of course, you know me, Bill. I'm Greg Chin. I'm with the Meekins clan, and I'm here in the megatropolis of Morristown, New Jersey.
All right, Corliss.
I'm Corliss Smith. I'm also in Meekins. I'm in Portsmouth, Virginia.
Linda.
Hi, I'm Linda Winters. I'm on the Meekins clan in the sunny metropolis of Morristown, New Jersey.
Dorit.
Dorit, I live in New York, and I'm from the Woodson side.
Melanie.
I'm Melanie, in Charlotte, and I'm Meekins.
Guys.
Melanie, my pen pal.
Okay, Detrell.
Hi, everybody.
Hey,
I'm Detrell. Jimmy, you're gonna have to mute Shirley till she comes back.
Email me the link. I didn't get it. It's for tomorrow. That's fine, but I still need the link. Okay.
You say Shirley? Oh, yeah, I got you. Gotcha.
You're asking him to do too much, Terrell. He just learned how to share the screen.
That's right. There you go.
He
Success.
did
He
it.
got
See?
it.
Yeah, there you go. Hey,
He can be good at this.
that's why I went to college for, so I could do that. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, so I'm Detrell Howell. I'm also a Meekins and a Woodson. And I'm in Jamaica, New York.
Okay,
My
Lily.
cousin, another pen pal.
Lisa, I call Lily.
I'm Lisa, Roanoke, Virginia. Jimmy's oldest daughter. Meekin side.
Okay, Catherine.
Hey y'all, I'm Catherine. I'm in Charlotte. I'm from the Meekin side.
Okay, thank you. Last but not least, Earl.
Earl Meekins. I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And as you can see, I'm on the Meekin side.
Hey, boo.
I was with a family member a couple of weeks ago. His father passed away. The funeral was in Columbia, Maryland. And the young man, our cousin's name is Harold K. Watson II, and he's a major in the Army there.
Okay.
So you got family members everywhere.
Right.
Yep, exactly. And I got some more family members in Fayetteville, but it just dawned on me, and I got to meet him at the cemetery. So that came to mind when you mentioned. I thought you were in Fayetteville.
Yeah, we're spread all the way around.
Now, Erin Meekins.
That's my daughter.
Is she here in Richmond now?
She's in Richmond, yes.
Oh, by the way, I'm in Richmond today, by the way. I forgot to tell y'all. I know y'all don't know where I am half time. I don't either.
Where you're at.
Yeah, because she reached out to me a year ago and asked for some help on something or matter. I hope I was able to help her.
Yeah.
So
yep.
I hope she's adjusted well here.
Oh yeah, she enjoys it.
Okay,
She
good.
enjoys it.
So one of these times when I'm in Richmond, I have something here at my house here in Richmond. Maybe I can invite her over and say hello to her.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's move along. Let's see here. Next, let me.
I'm not gonna drink anymore for, you know what I'm gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen again. This is what we're gonna be doing. This is what I'm reading from the agenda and chairman's report. I just wanted to mention that we've had a huge number of deaths in the extended family in the last 8 weeks. Approximately 15 to 17 family members throughout the United States, from Virginia to New York, New Jersey, Flint, Michigan, Peoria, Arizona, which I think is a suburb of Phoenix, I believe, and just all over the place. We had a lady in Arizona. She was 102 years old when she passed away. Just a few days before her birthday, she passed away. She was a Lemons. She was born here in Virginia, down in New Kent County. So she lasted a very, very long time. Bless her heart.
Who did she live with out here, Jimmy?
She lived with her granddaughter, from best I can tell, her granddaughter. And she has a son out there also.
Oh, I'd like to get their names.
Okay, I will do that. Let me make a note of that.
I will go by and see them.
Okay. I knew some of her sisters and siblings when I was a kid down in New Kent. For example, she had a sister who lived right next door to me. Her name was Beulah. Married name was Beulah Lawrence. And but I don't remember seeing her. Of course, 102. I mean, she's significantly older than me. She was probably left home by the time I came along. Significantly older than me.
Come on now. Come on. Don't exaggerate that much.
As far as sicknesses, oh, and while we're talking about deaths, I just want to make you aware of something. As you know, my nephew, Brian West, and of course, Melanie's brother passed away a month ago. And I want to just make you aware of this. Melanie's employer, plus an attorney at the firm, plus Shirley, who's on the call, sent us checks for our scholarship fund in memory of Brian. I thought that was really nice. This is not the first time Shirley has done that, but this is the first time an employer has done that. And I want to mention that. I guess that says a lot about Melanie. That's the only thing I can figure out. So
Thank you, Shirley.
That was yeah, Shirley's she's just a super person, individual in all respects.
Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, Shirley.
Thank you, Preston.
As far as weddings, I've known of one wedding, a cousin out of Virginia, Destiny. Let's see, is Catherine, that's your daughter, isn't it?
Yes, I was actually getting ready to text you. She just got married on the 4th, and I was getting ready to text you his name. So she's going to still keep her last name, but she's adding his last name.
I think his name is, if I remember, Fred.
Felix.
Okay, go ahead, say it, because I
Felix A. Pina Rodriguez, but he's dropping Pina and is going to add her last name, so they're going to have two last names. So Heron Rodriguez.
Okay. Are they still in Omaha?
He's actually stationed in Japan. They met each other in Qatar when they went overseas. And she's still in Omaha. So she's getting ready to get some orders possibly and go to Japan with them.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Congratulations, mother. You got a son-in-law now, new son-in-law.
Yeah, I mean, it was really funny too, because I did not know they were getting married until literally less than 24 hours before they got married. Wow. They did it over Zoom, so they kept it a secret for a while. But yeah, so she's gonna plan the wedding. They're planning the wedding for next year, February 4th in Florida. So hopefully sometime. But yeah, they told me at the last minute, and I already met him like over Zoom and stuff like that when they were in Qatar. He seemed like a very upstanding guy. He's the oldest of 7 kids, very family oriented. So he's pretty good. I like him.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I think I met your daughter, I believe. I think I met her one time down at something that Bubba gave down in Charles City. I think I did.
I was talking to you about because she had graduated high school and was going to UNCC, and you had put together and got her a $500 towards scholarship.
Right, exactly.
Yep. We did that. Okay. And she's still going to school while she's active duty. So she actually just made the dean's list and some other list. Wow. And she just got promoted, as well as got airman of the quarter. So she's doing really good.
Wow.
Yep.
Sounds good.
At Omaha, that brought back memories for me personally, because I spent 3 years there at SACA headquarters in Omaha.
Oh wow!
I was in the underground for 3 years. I mean, and cold. Oh my God, it was so cold. Well, anyway, congratulations. Birthdays. I don't know of any except my baby daughter, which she's not on here right now. Maybe her birthday was yesterday, and her name is Leslie.
I'm
her
here.
Birthday. Oh, you're here? Okay, there she is.
Happy birthday, Pani.
Happy
birthday.
Don't tell your age. Don't tell your age.
I'm only 25.
Oh, I can go along with that.
Michaela's birthday is in,
Okay, all right. Again,
Michaela's-
as we go
Wait a
along, if you
Wait a
want to
minute,
say
Michaela's
something.
birthday coming up.
yeah, Michaela's birthday is in 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. February what?
23rd.
23rd. Okay.
Yep.
Good. She'll
Preston's
be
birthday is February 21st.
The 21st?
My son's birthday, Preston.
okay.
And his,
Okay.
and his daughter's was, I think, it's the 18th or something like that. No,
Okay.
you know, past month, the 18th.
Right, exactly.
And,
Gabrielle.
the twins are coming up too. My grandson twins.
Well, he
from
really did
Florida.
some good. He did some
Oh,
good
yeah,
planning. In
busy time.
Okay, so I just wanted to mention that the birthdays. I'm gonna try to remember that every month. Next item is this. As you know, our chapter has our DC area chapter has a fundraiser going on that centers around the big game on Sunday, and I have a self-imposed less than 24-hour goal to have it completed. I have a few boxes left. For if there's anyone who's interested, just let me know offline, and I will. But I do need some help because I still have a ways to go, and I want to get these things completed and back to the people who are participating, who are helping us. For those of you on the call who have helped us and participated, thank you so much. The whatever funds we are able to obtain from this fundraiser will help alleviate the family reunion expenses this coming summer. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I started working on this thing in around December 1. And as you know, the big game is on Sunday. So I appreciate some help. In the chat box, the third item in the chat box is how you can painlessly remit your funds to help us with this fundraiser. Again, if you have any question or if you're interested, just let me know and I'll get back to you. Okay, next items are the scholarship donations and the seed monies that we ask you to give us each year. The information on how you can send it in is in the chat box. Also, this is a new year. Some of you did not pay last year. It would be nice if you paid last year and this year all at one time. For those who have already paid, thank you so much. And I look forward to receiving help from all of you later on during the year. Okay, I will send out scholarship applications on April 1st of this year. So that'll be for the graduating seniors in the spring, for the spring of this year. So you see the urgency of obtaining funds. We have significantly less money right now than we had at this point in time last year. And last year we were able to give our students who were awarded funds the most we've ever been able to give them, simply because of your input. Shirley, I'll get back to you, sweetie. Thank you so much. So I just want to talk about that, and but don't forget to please remember us as soon as you can. Just touch on how we govern ourselves. We have an executive committee. We have local chapters. I have made an executive decision to rename the Richmond chapter the Virginia chapter. I made a decision to rename the DC chapter, DC area chapter. I did that because I want Virginians to feel a part of the chapter. And I think it should be named Virginia and not Richmond. So if someone on the executive committee overrules me and votes against this, that's fine. But I made a decision. I think we should, I hope this will make people, family members outside of Richmond, Virginia, that reside in Virginia to feel more a part of the chapter. And so we have those chapters, Philadelphia, South Jersey, and Greg has been gracious enough to fill in for us now. And as you can see, the other chapters, Millennials, Casey and Dakaya, and New York, Philly, and of course, and now with the 3 chapters, now New York, Virginia, and well, Philly is no longer vacant, so I should remove that. So next item, we're hoping that Miss Melanie on the call here will be able to have another kids call. Melanie, why don't you just touch on the one you had just before Christmas? Melanie.
You muted.
Sorry, because I was fussing at first. I had to make sure I had it muted. We had Patrice, 2 babies, Zori and Nisa. And then we had, of course, Michaela and Maya, and I think Jaden popped in for a minute. But we did like a Christmas wish list. What are you putting on your Christmas list? And I'm sorry, y'all. Of course, I'm doodling over here. We had a Christmas wish list, and they talked about things that they were putting on their Christmas list, and we did a couple games. I really can't remember. Hold on one second. Let me call Michaela. They played a couple games, and they were supposed to write each other or keep in touch with each other. I know Michaela and Maya does. I'm not 100% sure that they have. I'm pretty sure they haven't with Nisa and Patrice, but we also started making plans to try to get a big girl, little girls trip this summer, possibly to go to New York to see the cousins in New York, since we haven't seen them in a couple of years. You want to speak on what we did for the cousins kids night? You remember anything we did? You speak first. Speak to everyone.
So basically,
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
And you got to speak loud so they can hear you.
we did like we had to finish the lyrics, and we did finish the Christmas lyrics, and then we also did guess the Christmas song by Emoji.
Oh yeah, we did.
And I forgot. I don't remember.
Can y'all hear her?
I don't remember what else we did though.
Well, we played a couple games. And we were online for about an hour and a half, I think it was, and the 4 girls, they remembered each other from the last reunion and everything, so they had fun. We had to keep the parents on their toes, keep Brenda. I think Brenda was helping Maya and Jaden, and or Maya rather, and then Patrice had to help out on it on Nisa and.
Oh yeah, we did guess the logo.
Yeah. We played a logo game similar to the game we played, or we tried to play as the adults at the last reunion. The kids had better luck with the logos than we did.
Okay, so I assume you haven't set a date for the next one?
No. She'll do one every week if she could.
So I assume you think you'll be doing the first quarter? Because you only got, we were month and a half in already.
Yeah.
Do I need to send you a reminder?
No.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay.
I think I remember.
Okay, we're going to ask you to do that according to your schedule. And we gonna have to have like give the family like at least a 3-week notice so they can put it on that schedule.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Melanie, for doing that. And moving along, next reunion. Okay. Here's where we stand right now. The DC chapter and the Millennials are sponsoring this reunion. Just to recap, we normally have a reunion every 2 years. And we were scheduled to have ours last year. And obviously because of the pandemic situation, it couldn't happen. We have wrestled with how can we go forward this year. Our DC area chapter debated this, and we talked, and we damn near fought. But anyway, where we stand right now, it's almost official. I don't see it official until we sign some contracts, but we feel the safest way to go is a one-day affair, outdoors, with safety a must. We just don't feel that in this atmosphere we can go indoors and have an affair. We just can't do it. It's every time you turn around, something else is popping up as far as COVID is concerned. They come with viruses that I can't even say the names, pronounce the names. So we have decided to go with a one-day outdoor affair. And the goal is to have it at a place that offers plenty of space, so we will not have to sit up on one another. Our committee have looked at three different outdoor places, and in my mind, the one I really wanted, I'm having issues with that, getting a reservation, but we have a second choice. But the bottom line is we're going to have a one-day affair. Now, I'm just say that right now, and next month I'll add on some more information. But you can be rest assured we're going to have a one-day of outdoor affair. That's, and safety will be a must. We will have sanitation. We'll ask the people to wear masks. We will check your temperature. We will do what we can to keep us safe and to make you feel that what we're doing is enough for you to attend. We just feel like we need to get together as a family. 3 years, it would have been 3 years since we've seen one another. Thank goodness for Zoom. If it wasn't for Zoom, we wouldn't be able to see each other's smiles at all. So the dates we're looking at primarily is July 23rd. Secondary date is July 16th. So that's where we stand right now. And I just feel, I'm just disgusted right now that I can't get the locations I wanted, and it's just frustrated right now, but we're gonna have something, okay? Any questions on that particular item? Okay.
I do. Will you make, even though it's a one-day event, if I'm coming, I would probably come the whole weekend. Will you have like hotel information provided near wherever the event is?
Yeah, remember I said I'll have more information next month.
Okay.
I just need to talk more with our committee. But yes, I feel that we need and I'm gonna say this, we have a committee member on the call here, so she hasn't heard this. But anyway, in my mind, we need a place for the day before. And I plan on negotiating with a hotel to give us a reduced rate. And if at all possible, I would like to have an small outdoor place at this hotel that we can have a small meet and greet place. Again, outdoors. If some of you remember we were in Richmond 10 years ago, down near the airport, and Ron will remember this, they were out there eating crabs, and Preston too. eating crabs outdoors there, something similar to that. That's what I envision. So to answer your question, yes, we're going to do that. I tell you, I got to tell you something. We were in Bethesda. We've been in Bethesda a couple of times. And the last time we were in Bethesda, Maryland, we went to a park not far away, maybe a mile away. That's my #1 choice to go this year to that place, because we had the whole place to ourselves. I having problems getting a reservation because that reservation system is down. That's the problem, which is ridiculous. A rich county like Montgomery County, Maryland, and I mean, what happened to pencil and paper if necessary? I mean, I just, but anyway, and the other option is, and I'm gonna talk to our committee, maybe have church services or invite people to the church service the next day. So that's my thoughts. That's not the committee's thoughts. But first things first, we got to lock down a contract and a solid date, and then we'll add on to other things. Okay, so as we go along each month, I'm gonna provide you with more information. Leslie, you want anything you want to add anything?
No, I'm good.
I think you see how she answered that question. That says a lot. That says a lot. Item number 9, just a reminder, please send us important information that you'd like to share with the family, especially weddings, births, deaths, marriages, just anything you like, just feel like you want to share. By the way, a lot of that information that I obtained about your providing it, I find it and put it on our family website. So it has a lot of information on that. Okay, seemed like there was something else I wanted to hit on. Okay, it'll come to me in a second. I don't think I got, I think that was it. You know, normally we have what we call a family history item that we talk about each month. In other words, we talk about an individual. We started this maybe spring of last year, if I remember correctly. Or maybe, yeah, I guess it was then. And we have recognized some very, very wonderful family members, both living and deceased. This month, I decided we will not do that because for one reason, I didn't have anybody in mind. And secondly, I felt that we need to stop and talk about genealogy a little bit. And I feel that we get on these calls and we really don't know one another. It seems like we all kind of go back to the Meekins. And we got all of these other different names like West and this and that, and Fortunes and Chins and on and on. But we don't really know how we all fit in. So I felt this month we'll talk about genealogy a little bit. And then after that, Corliss will host our games. And next month, Leslie will be our co-host for the games section of our meeting. I'm gonna stop sharing right now for a second. I don't look like anybody else came in. And any questions so far? As far as this talk about genealogy, I'm going to start off by showing you my family tree. And let's see here, share screen. And it is right there. Okay, now I know it's going to be, let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger.
Turn that light up, Michaela. Sorry.
Damn it, I can't make it bigger. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I think I can do it right here. Can you all read those words? Well, it depends on what kind of device you're on. Does that help? Let me make it a little bit bigger. Make it like 150. Now I know you can see that, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And this is just for me. Now, no genealogy record is totally 100%, but Benjamin Warren Meekins, that's my grandfather. His mother was Gertrude Meekins Fry. Gertrude Meekins Fry, one of her siblings was Preston Chin, help me here. Your
Gert,
say again,
was
Linda.
Was it
Linda.
Gert, not Gertrude.
She and Osa were siblings, right?
Right.
Right. So that's how it goes. That's how I fit in, say with Preston and Earl and Greg. Let's see who.
Is that who you talking about? Aunt Gertie? Is that who you talking about?
That's right. That's my
Yeah.
grandmother.
Okay, now I'm with you. I've heard the name mentioned a lot of times.
Right.
My mom used to say it all the time.
She was a mother of Benjamin. She was a mother of Benjamin Warren Meekins.
Okay.
So we're talking about a lot of the people, maybe half of the people that's on the call here, come from around those set of Meekins above Benjamin here. Gertrude, and because it was like maybe 8 of them.
Ella.
Yeah, exactly. So this is where I came from. This is my father here, that old turkey. I'm being nice. I'm being real nice. And that's, of course, that's my mother. Some of you all knew my mother.
Yeah.
She's been going 10 years now. And then you come on down. This is my mother's other son, Keith, and his siblings, and uncles.
I was about to say the same thing.
I can mute some of y'all. Y'all know that. And right on cross. And that's myself and my present wife. And
So
this
I
is
thought you only included baby mamas and fathers if the person married the family member.
No, that ain't gonna, no, you can't do that. You can't
Why
do
not?
that. Just because if they're not married, you can't. If they're not married, you can't say that's not your parent.
Right.
You got to show where you come from.
Okay.
Who is that, Leslie?
Yeah.
Who? Okay. Who? For example, who are you talking about?
Like I said, I see some baby mamas that weren't married to a family member.
But the kids, so, the kids had nothing to do with that.
Okay. I've never seen it where you have the unwed parent on there like that. That's not a family.
This is our tree. Member. We put whatever the hell we want to put on here. And I think we need to know who the parents are. Well, whether they're married or not.
Some of these people we don't want to claim though.
Exactly. Roll over to my name.
But what this is DNA.
Thank you.
That's what this is. It doesn't matter if you're married or not married or whatever. It's DNA, so anybody can find their biological parent, aunt, cousin, whatever.
But to me, like this makes it looking at this tree like that we're brother and sisters. Like Kent, Paul.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone. This is me. This is my current wife. This is my first wife, and the kids and grandchildren on down here. You see here, I have my late son. He was a great producer. You can see all them baby mamas all across there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
That's what I'm saying. You need to get rid of some of them.
I'm not getting rid of them. They're my grandchildren. They produce.
I ain't say the kid. I ain't say nothing about the grandkids.
Y'all see, look.
I get you, Connie.
They say y'all better stop
Thank
hating on
you.
his family. Stop
Look,
hating on his
that's it.
family.
Yes, I
They're
understand,
not
Connie.
family. They're not family. I'm sorry.
Not family. Like,
You're talking about your brother's kids. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I'm happy about the kids. It's just the
And this,
mother.
and this is my sister here who passed away, Melanie's mother. And of course, Brian Edward last month, and on cross other family members. So in essence, you can see
Melanie got a husband.
and see, we have Earl. We have Earl. There's a lot of Earl Meekins in the family.
Claiming it.
Right.
This is
You
Earl
say you
Wesley.
claim it?
I'm not.
You should have let us see this before you put it out there.
I don't care whether you see it or like it or don't like it. I'm telling you what it is. That's what we got. I'm not going to disallow what history says. If you look at ancestry.com, you look at
we need a
records throughout
disclaimer.
you disclaim all you want. The fact of the matter is there are government records out there that show what it is. And in fact, this is where some of this information came from. But anyway, Earl, here's an Earl Wesley.
I got a question, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Just to lighten the subject up. Norman Crowell.
Yes.
That I'm looking at. Is that the Norman Crowler?
Yes, Reverend Dr. Norman Crowder.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask. Who
he's Earl's stepson.
Did Brian's eulogy, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job.
All right.
We've had to call on him far too many times, it seems like. But anyway, that's we talked about Aunt Gertie early, and she died in no, I'm sorry. This is my Aunt Irene. She had Aunt Gertie's middle name. She died in 2007. She was her husband was in the Army in Columbia, South Carolina, and that's where they lived until he died. And then later on, I had to bring her to Richmond because and put her in a nursing home here. She was married to a person, Elijah Person, and everybody, it's Laura Lucille Meekins. Everybody remember her, who just died a couple of years ago. She was married to Othello Miles, and right on cross, you can see her son, only child was Kenneth, and some of you know her grandson. We call him KJ, and right on cross. And these, my Aunt Cora, the last time you all saw her, she gave a benediction at our 2001 family reunion that Sunday.
Yeah, I remember.
And she died 2 years later. So I'll always remember when I look at pictures, she was giving the benediction that Sunday after breakfast. But anyway, she passed away, and she was the youngest one of the 6 children. So in essence, that gives you an idea of what we show in our genealogy file that I maintain and that Detrell has access to, and Brian had access to. I'm going to give access to it to Robin Shields Daniels, who's also on our genealogy committee. It's important that we do have more than 2 people with access to these files. Now, the other family members have genealogy files also. And if they make them public, then I have access to their information and vice versa. Our tree is open to the public. If you ever done genealogy research, you understand how important it is to share with one another. I get emails occasionally from people around the world want to know, how do we fit? They'll say, my grandmother's name is in your file. How we can? So it's very beneficial that we do that.
Can I have access to this?
Who is that? Who is I?
Me.
The answer to you is no.
Absolutely not.
And if you and if this wasn't being recorded, I would say something else. I give you another word to describe. You kind of know.
Be nice, Jimmy. Be nice.
Any questions before I stop sharing my personal information? Not personal, but anyway, this is my grandfather here. I remember as a kid, my biological grandmother, she died in 1950. I was young, almost gave my age, but anyway, yeah, I almost gave my age. Well, that's all right. Y'all see it there anyway, so I can't lie. But anyway, I remember him, but I don't remember my grandmother when she passed away. She was 44, and she had cancer.
Oh Lord!
And he remarried this lady here, and none of his children liked her. I don't know why. They just didn't like her. Well, my mother never said anything bad about her. Mothers never say anything bad about people. So in a nutshell, that's it. And this is my Uncle Earl. His first wife was Lily. No, second wife. First wife was Rosa. I'll just say that now. I'll leave. I won't say no more. Making more comments about her. So that's about it. I'm going to stop sharing there and open the floor. And you all can ask questions or just give us information. Anything you want to say about genealogy and our family, or ask questions. The floor is open.
Question. Did you do it through ancestry.com or with the blood or the swab?
No, I haven't done the blood DNA
or the
procedure.
Swab, or however they do it.
Right. I have not done that personally, but all of these records you see was accumulated primarily by people like Emma Woodson Hill, my Aunt Laura Meekins Miles, some more of my cousins that were in South Jersey. Uncle Earl, he carried his sister Laura around to different courthouses back. Now again, this was back then, this was before the internet. And this is where these records that we're looking at today, this is where it started. So, but having access to ancestry.com, which you all help support us with your financial monies you sent in. It costs us, I forget what it costs us a year, but we use it, I would say, we use it at least 5 days a week or more.
Okay.
It's a big help, a huge help. So there are other different databases out there, but if you talk to the experts, they will say Ancestry has more to offer than these other companies.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to do that for my family, so I can teach my grandchildren, where they come from. That's my goal for this year.
Do you have a tree started or anything?
A little bit, not much.
If you like, I can send you a file of what we show. And what I would ask you to do is make correction, changes, addition, and send it back to me so we can update what we have.
Okay.
I'm making a note of right here. I'll send you a PDF file on what we show.
All right. That'll work.
Okay,
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I've done, go ahead.
Okay, Jimmy, I have a question because I gave you an Ancestry DNA thing. You never did it.
No, I did not. He told on himself.
But just hold on, Leslie.
I'm here. I just said I'm the one that used it.
Oh, okay.
He had reservations about his DNA being used.
My daddy ain't from this
for
planet.
crime purposes.
Right, exactly. So
We got
I
an
used
alien amongst us.
I am one of the
Well,
FBI knock on my door.
I used mine. I did it. And I want to say one thing. I remember Laura Miles gave me a lot of the hard copies of my family because on my father's side, from the Meekins, when she did the research. And one of the things that she said that a lot of people, some people in my family was disagreeing with. And when I took the DNA and I got it back, Laura Miles was right on point. I'm going to tell you, she was right on point. Because some people didn't believe, you know, the European side and coming from Liverpool, all that came up in my DNA. She was right on point. She didn't miss a beat.
And that went, as I said earlier, went from physically going to the library of, whatever they call it here in Richmond, Virginia, the big library in downtown Richmond. And I guess they use what, they microfiche or whatever they call it.
Yeah, the microfiche.
Yeah, that's what she did. And you had to pay to copy certain pages and to obtain files in some cases. And they traveled to South Carolina and North Carolina, she and her brother Earl, to obtain information for this. There are many times I tell my wife, I say, I wonder, is anybody going to ever read the stuff we're putting together? I think so. Somewhere down the line, of course, I'll never know about it, and it doesn't matter. But our ancestors started this thing by accumulating all this information that we have access to today. It's a breeze for us to go online and access records. Remember, they had to physically go there, and bless Laura's heart, eventually she learned how to use a computer. She was at least in her 60s at that point in time. And she learned to use a computer and started doing some research herself. But most of what she did was manual. And since she passed away a few years ago, I got all of those records that she had. And I have since gone through and added what was missing to our database and got rid of the paperwork, because I just physically don't have space for it. But the information is there and will always be there, and we'll always have access to it.
Jimmy, on something different and unique is on my cousin on my mother's side of the family. And it's interesting how this genealogy works. You typically favor one side of the family over the other for whatever reason. So I'm really invested in my father's side, but my cousin has kept me in the loop on my mother's side. And what they've done, they've actually gone back and connected with the white families who were interconnected with the Black families. And in one way or another, I don't know if it was that they were the ones responsible for holding us in bondage, giving us their surnames, because that's the reality of all of this. These names we did not bring across the ocean from Africa. These were the names of the plantation owners. So what they've done is they've went as far as to connect with the white families that many of them have the same last names, and they've had a joint family reunion for a number of years now, and which was highly successful and very informative. And it took it beyond just the limitations of us knowing about who we are to really beyond the points of, to an extent that there was information and filled the gaps that we could not. So it was an interesting turn of events. He was a little skeptical about joining in with them, but once he did, a lot of the barriers broke down, and he has a relationship with them now, and it turned out to be a very positive thing. So I don't know what that means for us, but it takes it beyond a certain limit that we can reach when we just look for the Black side of the family. I just wanted to say that.
Well, thank you. when you mention other side of the family, your family, in my case, obviously it's the west side of the family. You mentioned, this is Black History Month. When you mentioned that, it made me think about something that I have started to research a little bit in the last few days, primarily because my oldest granddaughter, the basketball player, former basketball player, brought this up, which is, if you know this girl, that's very unusual for her. She asked me a few weeks ago, did I know who James Edward West is? I said, yes, I know him. I know who he is. My ancestors are from Farmville, Virginia. His ancestors are from Farmville, Virginia. And if you know, that's a small community, so all us west there who still live there or are from there, we're kin. James and I he worked at Bell Labs. Okay, I worked for AT&T for 34 and a half years. AT&T was a parent company of all of the telephone companies back in the day, including Bell Labs, which was the organization that invented things like the telephone, the picture phone, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But anyway, we worked for the same company, but whenever I was in New Jersey, because that's where headquarters was, I never had a chance to meet him. But he says, I mean, he holds over 250 foreign and US patents for the production and design of microphones and techniques for creating polymer, POLYMER, foil electrets, ELECTRETS, whatever that is. In other words, the microphones like we're using here today, his technology, he co-invented with another person at Bell Labs. And that technology is used in over 90% of these type of devices that has a microphone in it throughout the world. Very smart man. His birthday was on February the 10th, which was yesterday. He is either 90 or 91 years old right now. He is now a professor at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore. So that is my cousin, probably 4 levels up. I'm in the process of researching exactly how it trickles down to myself. But I can't say that I know him, but I never met him because our paths never crossed. I never had a need to go to Bell Labs. I was on the other side of the business and not, I wasn't smart enough to be like where he is. So that's one of my family members that I'm doing research on during Black History Month.
You said your granddaughter brought him to your attention?
Yeah, my John A., my oldest granddaughter, brought it to my attention. I knew who he was many years ago, but I just never stopped to see exactly what he did. I was shocked to see this man. I thought he was dead, to tell you the truth. He's still working. I just can't believe that. I just cannot.
91, he's a professor?
Yeah, he's a professor at Johns Hopkins. Yeah.
Sheesh.
I mean, he is, I guess I came for some good stock on both sides of it. Right. And ironically, on February 10th, which is my daughter, the youngest daughter here, youngest baby girl here, the one that got all the mouth, her birthday is on February 10th. I hope he's not like that. Okay, go ahead.
What made your granddaughter bring him up?
You know, I didn't ask her. I was just shocked. I was just shocked that she brought it up. That's not for her. I mean, that's not like her. She interested in other things. I mean,
yeah, that's why I asked you, because I knew about the other things too.
Anyway, yeah, that's my cousin. That's my I'm gonna claim him. I got some other relatives like on both sides. And this young lady here asked about my daughter, the little daughter. She asked about some things you might not want to put in you know, we got some jailbirds I know right here in Virginia. Am I supposed to take them out of anyway? I'm gonna move on. Let's go on to something else. We got Meekins in jail.
When he shares with
We got
the
Meekins
class,
in jail right here for murder. So I mean,
shares
more
the
than one.
blood with
Take
us.
out the
I'm not gonna pull
unsavory
him out
element.
of the.
Oh
He shares
boy.
the blood with us. To
You
be
might
there.
have to cut half of us out, Jimmy.
Exactly.
If you do that, you cut us all out. Who hasn't been in trouble? Speak to me.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay, go ahead. Continue on with whoever wants to speak next.
Are you going to tell them about Thomas Jefferson?
I've got a segment of Woodsons and Meekins that's taking me back, and I can't connect them to us. Another when I say us, I mean the rest of our Meekins and Woodsons. My research has taken me back to Sally Hemings and Thomas Jefferson. And that's where I am right now. It's a possibility Sally Hemings, I know she had a child named Woodson, a male, and that's where I am right now. As you can imagine, back in 17, whatever it was, it's hard to find records back there that give us any correct information. And of course, they didn't want to tell us anything or document or put anything in writing.
Didn't say they didn't write nothing down.
Exactly, right. But there's a possibility of Sally Hemings, and when I saw that, I said, whoa. But there's some notable people in our family, especially on the Woodson side. What's the guy? Carter G. Woodson and somebody else too.
Yeah.
Who's the other person? Say it again.
Charles Woodson, the football player.
No, I'm talking about way back when. Detrell, who am I missing? What am I thinking about?
Besides Carter?
What? Say it again?
Besides Carter G. Woodson?
Yeah. I thought it was somebody. Maybe that's who I'm thinking about.
Only two I know are the two football players, Rod and Charles.
Okay. Because one of them, I remember we searched all the way back, and we know whoever it was, we know their family, but we can't see it in writing to prove it.
Oh, Oprah Winfrey.
No, that wasn't
really.
Strike her
that's
from
not
the
who you're
record.
thinking of?
It was a Woodson.
Yeah, we'll definitely claim Oprah.
Strike.
See that?
Her.
You see?
I ain't in that family.
See?
Strike her from the record.
You see? These
Put her
bougie
name in
people.
nothing.
You see my bougie daughter? You see that? I'm glad
We'll
the other
take
one's
that
not like that.
billionaire.
Lisa not like that. Her sister, that bougie one.
I'll take a billionaire cousin any day. Trust me.
Earl, this first time Earl been on this call, he said, I ain't coming back because these people crazy. Okay, go ahead.
The lady, no, that's on the other side of the family. I'm sorry. I was going to say the lady of rage, but Kanye West might be our cousin. That's on the other side too.
Yeah, he's on the other side. He's on the west side. He's a family member, but I don't talk about him.
Look, that's why we don't want to claim on our side.
No.
Nah, I don't want to talk about him. He's from Farmville too. He's from Farmville, Virginia. I mean, his dad is from Farmville, Virginia. Yeah. We don't talk about him. I can't stand it.
Probably related to you, huh?
He's related, but I can't stand him, so I don't talk about him.
Everybody need love.
I don't talk about him. Okay. Anything else? Anybody want to talk about Black History Month? You want anything?
Oh my God.
You want to mention about Black History Month?
I think we have a bunch of. I was talking to a cousin of mine that's on this call that's been giving me my morning inspiration every day since last month, and I think we have a bunch of talented people in our family.
Well, we do, and this is why one of the reasons I'm glad we have this session. We get to know one another better and find out all of the great things people are capable of doing. That's like when we had the session about Detrell, we didn't know all of the great things she has done in her life and continues to do. By the way, most of our sessions are on our YouTube channel. I have not gotten the last month's, well, it might be uploaded by now. Anyway, most of the sessions we've done on the Cousins Night is available. For example, my nephew who passed away last month, one of them, I know he attended all of our sessions except for maybe one. So anytime you want to see what Brian has to say, we can always go back and look at that and see his smiling face. So anyway, next.
You know, I have a friend of mine, and what the family did is that their family reunion, well, not that the reunion, but what they decided to do, because it's something we don't do, and if you don't do it, you can't really appreciate the loss. And that is that they got together, a number of them, and made a trip to Africa. And unless you've been to Africa, you're really living in a false understanding of what Africa is about, what it's like. Those are really our origins. if you understand it, as I may have shared before, I had the opportunity to go deep in the Gambia to the village of Jufra, which is the village where Alex Haley and Roots began, and sat down with the Queen, who was over 100 years old, in circle, and she shared with us the actual historical story of Kunta Kinte, and many of the names of the people still there are Kinte. And that might be something when things open up that maybe not a large group of us, but surely a significant group of us might want to make a pilgrimage back home to the motherland. Because until you do that, you really don't have appreciation of who you are and where you really come from, and the strength of the bonds that we the strengths that we have here are strengths that we brought over with us that helped us to survive. And while we're here, and when you go back there, the first thing they say to you is, "My brother and my sister, what took you so long to come home?" They took the best of us when they brought you over across the ocean, and we just welcome you back. They are so endeared to see us as we come back, because we don't go back home. We go everywhere else except home. And it always has baffled me. And every time I go back there, I just learn so much about who I am here. I see the connections. I understand them better. You know, our history here only goes up to a certain point, then it falls off the edge. But when you go back home, you feel a connection that you've never felt before. So maybe in the not too foreseeable future, when things get better, maybe that's something we can talk about, even if it's a group of 5 of us connecting with another group, but to make a pilgrimage back to Africa, something that we go everywhere else, but we don't go home. I'm sorry for preaching.
I like that idea.
I like that idea also, and I want to say both my children have been to Africa.
And what did they tell you about the experience there?
I think for my son, it had a really profound effect on him. My daughter went with the whole family. I think both of them, it had a profound effect on them. I think I would definitely say, because my son is an entertainer, so in his music and what have you, it influenced a lot. With my daughter, I think I think it influenced them both. I think it made them stronger people. I can definitely say that. Not that they weren't strong. When I say stronger, I mean it made them more aware of who they are, and I could see it, and it also gave them a stronger sense of confidence. I saw that in both my children when, you know, coming back. So I haven't been, but they have. But I noticed, I've noticed it had a, I would say, a positive, very positive effect on them.
Hey, very good.
And I think that's a good idea.
Okay. All right, anything else?
Jim, you're gonna have to excuse me. Jim, you're gonna have to excuse me because I fooled around and didn't charge my iPad, and I'm running out of juice, and it keeps giving me a low battery signal. So I'm going to close.
You sure it's your iPad or is it you that's running on low battery?
No, it's in, and since I plugged it in, it's still saying low battery.
It's not with a charge.
I'm running on low battery and I'm gonna say good night.
Not charging?
That ain't your iPad, right? That's you.
That's me.
Good night, Trill.
Night, everybody. All is well. Nice to see you, Lisa. I hope that we can soon.
I have to get up early tomorrow for work. I'm still a working lady.
All right.
You see the text, Shirley, I sent you a text.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for your interest.
Oh, you sent me a text? It hasn't come yet.
I hope I sent it right. Let me make sure it went.
Did you send it or did you type it and not send it?
No, it
I'm
appears
gonna
that it
be
went.
in Norfolk the end of April. If I have time.
I said, oh yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna try and get to see you. Since I'll be in Norfolk for a couple of days. And I'm thinking I'm gonna have some time one of the days. I'm gonna connect with you, kind of get over there to see you. So
sounds good. Sounds good.
I'll let you know later on, and I'll get your address so that, you know, I'll let you know for sure that I'll be by.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, I want to say good night. And Jimmy, I do not have that text.
Okay.
I don't know who you sent it to.
It says Shirley 226 number something. Wait a minute, I gotta reject.
I
will get it to you. If it's not in text, I'll send you an email. Okay, you'll see it tomorrow morning when you wake up.
Okay, yeah, I get up early tomorrow. I gotta get up at 6. 5:30 to 6.
Well, if it isn't Patrice the roadie, been out on the road.
So good night, everybody. I enjoyed as
Good night.
Take care and stay safe.
Okay, thank you.
See you, Shirley.
Good night.
Okay, two things before we get, just give me 1 second, Corliss. Patrice Roper just joined us. She's in Brooklyn. The only new person you haven't met before is Earl Meekins. He's in Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Okay.
Patrice is, as I said, is in Brooklyn. I got a chance to spend 2 weeks ago tonight, as a matter of fact, we were there. And I got to say, she has a wonderful husband. She has a lovely mother. Her mother and my wife have hit it off. I don't know. I don't know about that combination. Boy, I tell you, better watch out. One other thing I forgot to say is, well, she has some lovely daughters too. I mean, she really does. One other thing I want to say is that normally at our family reunions, we have a business meeting. And obviously, since we can't physically get together, and we got to have a business meeting this year. So we're going to, I'm going to discuss this with the executive committee in a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact, on the 20th. And we're going to have to schedule a family business meeting later on like in June, perhaps, or early July, and discuss things. And you will be able to vote on Zoom. Family members were able to vote on some of the things. We have one huge issue that we got to talk about. So I just want to bring that out. Corliss, the floor is yours.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Jimmy is going to put up a sheet of paper for us to play this game, and it is called Black Heritage Match. And what I'm going to do in the interest of time is I'm going to go through it swiftly with you all's assistance. And so what we're going to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to call on a person, and I'm going to read a couple of statements about an individual. Once Jimmy puts the form up, the people to select from. And so therefore you're not pulling off of 500 people in your mind from history. You'll be able to focus it on the few that we have here. And then if the person needs to phone a cousin for the answer, then we will open the floor. And otherwise we'll just keep moving through them, and we will be done shortly. So are there any questions? So I'm gonna call a person, read a statement, and then they're gonna tell us from the list who the actual individual is. And I have my daughter, Cordasia, here with me, and she is going to also show some of the answers. And so, is everyone ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
All right. And so we are going to start with Ron. Okay, this is the first one. Born a slave. This person escaped slavery through self-education and courage and became a leader in the movement to abolish slavery. As a free individual, this person published an anti-slavery newspaper called the North Star.
Frederick Douglass.
You got it?
Of course.
You got it. There you go. You got it.
I visited his home. I visited his home and visited DC.
Yes.
We need to go visit his home. That was an incredible place of history.
You sure did.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Yeah, so I like to say that was my answer too. So I
thank
won.
you.
Don't ask me no question because this is terrible. Don't ask me
Oh,
no
no, you won't
questions.
be coming up. I'm not gonna forget you. You know I'm not gonna forget you. Okay.
I gotta go.
You gotta go. Let me do you now. Thank you, Kat. So the next one is was the greatest of all Atlantic explorers. In 1909, this person discovered the North Pole along with Robert E. Peary. In order to achieve this historic accomplishment, this person worked 18 years and completed 7 difficult Arctic journeys.
But he was a black man that went with them on that.
So this one might be a little more challenging, but might be in your memory bank.
Oh.
And so let's see, if it hadn't been for his courage, giving you a hint, his courage and perseverance, the 1909 North Pole expedition would not have been a success.
Matthew
I'm
Henson.
just gonna guess, and this is terrible that I'm guessing. I could just cheat by looking it up, but I'm just guessing Dunbar.
No.
Who you say?
No.
Don't. Yeah, she said no.
Dunbar.
Don't have me repeat it.
Okay, all right.
Terrible.
Okay.
Matthew Henson.
That's correct, Tony. Yes, it is.
Did you say?
Matthew
Henson.
Matthew Henson. Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
There's a trail in my neighborhood. It's named after him. That's the only reason I know.
That's not the only reason.
Who was it?
Okay. So the next person we'll go to is Earl. Okay.
Right.
This person is a member of the Baseball Hall of Fame. Is best
Satchel
known for his,
Paige.
All right, that's right. Fastest answer.
That was way easy.
That's right. Correct. Satchel Paige. Okay. And so we're going to go next. This will be for Linda. Okay. Let's not talk like that. You got this. You got this.
Okay.
All right. This woman was the first African American to win an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress.
Oh, is that Dorothy Dandridge?
No,
Hattie McDaniel. Hattie.
Hattie.
That's right. She won an award for her portrayal as Mammy.
Mammy.
And Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
And so that's right. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Next, we are going to go to Lisa. Okay. This person, now this is interesting. They all are, of course, but this person trained as a lawyer, was a social activist, noted scholar, gifted athlete, and a concert performer.
Paul Robeson.
That one.
Yes. But Lisa, do you have the answer, or are you phoning a cousin? I can keep reading some more.
There's an old man called the Mississippi.
Yes. Okay. He excelled as a professional football player, and by contrast, a dynamic actor and concert singer. And he passed in 1976 after living a remarkable life.
In Philadelphia.
And someone said his name already. It kind of sounded like what I think he might have sounded like some of the shows that I've seen in the past.
Paul Robeson.
Yes.
Paul
And that
Robeson.
was, you can show it. Yes, that is Paul Robeson. Okay. All right. Next, we are going to go to Melanie.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. Okay. This Black movie star, of course, of the 1950s, had the portrayal title character in the movie Carmen Jones. She had international fame and accolades, and she was the most successful, that Carmen Jones was the most successful Black movie of its time.
Would it be Josephine Baker? No.
No.
No, I can't even take names. Hold on, give me a minute.
Yeah, sure.
I don't know none of these people.
Okay, she was nominated for Best Actress award, Best Actress or Actor award. Unfortunately, she did not win the award, but we can guess why. And she found that she had a lot of offers that were not extended to her because of the film industry at that time with its bias and bigotry.
Would that person be, the only other person that I know of that could be an actress would be Dorothy Dandridge?
Yeah.
You got it.
Yes.
You got it. You got it.
That was a guess, trust me.
Thank you. Okay. And so this one is for Greg.
Oh,
okay.
gosh.
Look, now, if I call out people, I need y'all not to be like this day. Okay.
I was hoping I would go when there's only one person left.
Right.
Okay. So this was the first African American to win the heavyweight championship of the world.
Jack
You got an
Johnson.
easy one.
Yeah, that was
You got an easy one, Greg.
Yes.
You have me
So you
sweating
had
over
it
here.
after all. You had it after all.
Yeah.
Okay. And so let's see who, let's see. Okay. All right, Patrice. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And so this inventor in 1881 invented the patent and improved methods for making filaments that were eventually used in making light bulbs. He also designed the first telephone. He was born in Boston, the son of a slave who escaped for freedom. And he
I'm so
also
embarrassed.
served in the Union Navy during the Civil War.
This is horrible. I'm so embarrassed in front of the kids and everything. I don't even know the answer.
Don't be embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed.
So embarrassed.
Look at the list and you can still see the list
Thomas
up.
Edison.
Lord. I don't know. Let me guess. I'm gonna go with one of these doctors. I'm gonna choose one of them. I don't know who. I don't feel like it's either one of them.
I'm gonna give you a hint.
Where's
It's
our
not a
cousins at? Who I
doctor.
could call? Oh,
It's
he ain't
not
a
a
doctor? All right,
Not a doctor. Not a
process
doctor.
of elimination.
Yes, yes.
Is it
You
Garrett
work
Morgan?
with
I don't know. Garrett Morgan?
You work with Thomas Edison.
No.
Oh.
Anybody
Is that
else
Garrett
know?
Morgan?
Is it
Lattimore.
Lattimore?
Yes.
Lattimore.
Yes.
Oh, Lattimore.
Louis Latimer. Yes. Louis
Nice.
Latimer. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I
You gave me that one. I knew that one.
Thank you, cousin.
But I don't know. I don't know. Okay, Preston, since you're still hanging in there with us.
I can't, hey, you gotta excuse me though, I can't read your list because I'm using my telephone now and it's just too small.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But ask the question anyway, maybe I know.
Okay, there we go. All right. This person was an American poet born in Dayton, Ohio. He was the first Black poet to express the lyrical qualities of the Black experience in America. His best known book of poems was titled Lyrics of a Lowly Life and was published in 1896. He also wrote 4 novels and several short stories.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
Help me, somebody.
Lawrence Dunbar.
Yes, who said that?
Paul Lawrence Dunbar.
Linda.
Linda said it. And
No,
you
Preston,
know what?
I know you would
do
have
the
said it
name.
if you saw the list. If you saw the list, you would have had it.
Yeah, I do the name, but I can't read the list. It's too small.
Right, right. Okay. And so next, Leslie. This, yes. This surgeon and pioneer was responsible for the development of blood banks. He discovered that storing blood plasma is better than, I'm sorry?
I know it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Charles Drew.
That's correct.
Yep.
That is correct. Dr.
Thank you
Charles
for the
Drew.
easy one.
Because she
Thank
lived
you
right
for
there.
the easy one. What can I say? What can I say? Okay. And let's see. Let's see. Now
Oh,
there
I want
is,
to add something about Charles Drew.
yes.
He died because a hospital would not admit him for a blood transfusion that he
How ironic is that?
Right.
Isn't that amazing?
That is reflective of America, unfortunately.
That's right. That's right. The White Hospital wouldn't accept him. That's right.
Yeah.
I met his son in Washington a long time ago.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I think there's
that's an ugly story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need to know our history.
One of many.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Jimmy, this one is gonna be for you.
Okay.
Okay. This was America's first female self-made millionaire. After working many years.
Madam C.J. Walker.
Yes. And she worked as a laundry worker and a maid. And before it was all said and done, she had over 2,000 salespeople working door to door for her. Isn't that something? Right.
That's amazing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now there's one person I'm not sure. It looks like, yes, that's it. Who just said something?
Are you talking about Arib?
No,
Yes.
I guess
didn't
I
say
can only see
anything.
their part of their name on the call, but no picture.
That's a read.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay,
I'm
thank
driving.
you.
We're driving
Oh,
home.
okay.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you able to answer one of the questions, or not
I
so
don't
much?
know. It's been so
Okay,
long.
let's go for it.
Three.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, this person was born a slave in upstate New York. She learned to read and write, obtained her freedom, and moved to New York City. She became a preacher, an abolitionist, and a power advocate for women's rights. And she has a very unique first name. She saw the similarities between oppressed Blacks as slaves and the oppression of women. Her famous speech, "Ain't I a Woman?" focused on the attention on the fact that Black women were victimized doubly, as Blacks and as women.
You know that. In what year?
She was born in 1797 and she passed in 1883. So she lived a long life.
Sure did.
And I'll give you a hint. Since you're driving, her last name was Truth.
That would be Sojourner, because I was tossing up between Harriet and Sojourner.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, and so now I think everybody has answered. So now well, Tony, let me give you one directly. Okay, and so this one, let's see. Okay, she was born in St. Louis, Missouri in 1906. She was a dancer and singer who immigrated from the US to France in the 1920s. After achieving tremendous success in France, she became a French citizen in 1937.
Josephine Baker.
Josephine Baker.
You got it. Josephine Baker. That's right. Okay.
Did Cat
Very
get
good,
one?
everybody. Huh?
Did Cat get one?
Did who get one?
Katrina.
Oh, no.
Cat. Katrina
She
Catherine.
did have one given to her, but she didn't quite get that one. And so these are going to be free for all. So whoever knows them, because this game is purely for fun now.
I'm getting Melody. I'm telling you right now, right down the street, Melody. I'm coming.
All right. Kat, you want to do over? You got this. Okay. All right. She is best known as the creator of the Underground Railroad. Do I need to read more?
Harriet Tubman.
Yes, Harriet. But really,
yes, Harriet Tubman.
I want to know where's the people from my time though?
They are not.
Because of course the older people got all of them right. I'm like, where's the people from my time?
You did know this information, you just didn't retain it. Don't be like that.
I wasn't paying attention in school.
When I learned this, Corliss, I was your baby
talk about Bubba's artwork, then you knew some of this stuff. Stop playing. All right. And so we just got a few more left. And that is, so one of them would be, was an American hero after winning 4 gold medals in track and field in the 1936 Olympics.
Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens.
That's right, Jesse Owens. Very good. And let's see, we have, and this person was mentioned earlier for creating the traffic light.
Garrett Morgan.
Yes. And he also created the gas mask. Yep. And that's right, Garrett Morgan. And then we have, let's see, This person was born a slave. We only have two left. They're both male. Was born a slave and invented an automatic steam engine lubricator that also allowed trains to travel longer distances. It made it easier to travel and enable large numbers of settlers to travel to the West.
We have
Latimer.
we have Paul Robeson. Is that Robeson left?
No.
No,
Dr.
we just
George
have,
Grant.
Gotta be Dr. Grant.
George Grant.
No, it wasn't George Grant.
Latimer. Louis
Right.
Latimer.
Jack Johnson is
He
left
was called
also.
the real McCoy.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Elijah
Elijah
McCoy.
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 Very good. Yes. 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 And lastly, graduated from Howard's University of Dental School. He was known for advanced methods in manufacturing dental bridge work. He's also the inventor of the golf tee.
George Grant.
That's right. That's right.
Wow.
Very good. Y'all give yourselves a hand and a pat on the back and rub your brain. You did a good job. Good job, everyone. Thank you for participating and hanging in there with us tonight.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that test.
Yes, thank you for singing. Thank you for singing.
That was very, very, very good.
Yeah.
Cordis, are you a school?
Huh?
Cordis, are you a school teacher?
I am not. Can't do it. I won't meant to work with no kids. I would be the one catching charges, so no. But I am a social worker though.
I mean, you're very good at what you. I mean, that was excellent.
That was
Thank
excellent.
you. To everyone, thank you for your participation.
Wallace, what does your shirt say? I am.
Oh, that's right. I
What does
am
your-
Black History.
Oh,
Amen.
How about that? Who was the winner?
Well, there was no formal winner. So
Okay.
since I gave
we take-
everybody an opportunity to get one, and then
We're all winners.
Yes,
Okay,
we
so-
all winners today. There was no real
But we all-
competition today.
even if we didn't
Just
know the answer,
knowledge,
we
just
learned
learning and
something.
fellowship. Yes.
We work together.
Take the money, put it in a scholarship fund.
Okay, no, the prize was going to be associated with a fundraiser, but since there was no winner, so but anyway, that's we had a new person. We had another person to join us. Arib, you haven't met Earl Meekins. Earl Meekins is down in Fayetteville. Arib is in Delaware. I think I finally got it right.
No, me, I'm in, careful. I'm in Teaneck, New Jersey.
New Jersey, okay.
Yes.
And Arib is on the Woodson side, right?
Woodson and Meekins.
And Meekins, yes, yep.
My grandmother's a Meekins. She married Woodson.
And see, on my side of my family, I'm Meekins and Winfrey.
Okay.
I mean, it just all mixed up because, again, creeping through them woods back there in New
And
Kent.
them woods, them small towns.
Yeah, and jumping across the creek.
I have a question.
Them small country towns.
I have a question because I was
One street light.
going back a good God knows how many 20 some odd years, when we used to get these the mail with all the history and stuff in it. The Winfrey, someone had said that Oprah was one of our relatives. Oprah is one of our relatives. Is that true?
Detrell mentioned that. That was the first time I'd heard that.
Yeah, she's not on here anymore.
Because I had I moved a few times and I had lost all that information. Because I had it all in a box and I lost all of the information. But on one of the books that we would get that was always mailed to us, it did mention that Oprah was one of our relatives. Only thing is that she spelled Winfrey different.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. FREY.
Oh, okay.
That's right. That's right. Oh,
Yeah.
she. Well, everybody wants to be. I'm not saying she is or isn't, but if you can
Right.
imagine in her position, everybody wants to be that cousin.
Right.
Not
I can
saying
live
she is.
without
I
her.
have no idea. This is the first I heard it.
Get the laugh.
So
for me, this
anything.
is going. This information for me is going all the way back to the 70s.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I will make a note of that and see if I can dig up something. I wish it
Yeah,
was
you can
true.
invite her to our reunion.
I wish it was true.
Invite
Well,
her
hell,
and Gail.
Yeah, tell her to bring some money.
She can have the reunion at her mansion, one of her
Dig it.
mansions.
Have it there. And give us all that. Give us all the emblem.
I'd go.
She could easily do it. She took all those people to Australia and bought them new cars.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
I'm a big
Greg,
fan.
you
of
would
her.
go. Greg, you would go. Say you wouldn't. You would go.
Hey, look, if she's footing the bill, I'm there.
You go.
Me too.
Okay, does anyone have anything else?
One other thing, and I thank everyone who had sent me happy birthday. That information on my birthday shows I don't know what day, January something, 47. That's not my birthday. I'm not born in January. I was doing a query to investigate something, and maybe I was either looking for a different insurance or whatever, and I'm on my phone doing when I'm there, I don't put in my information because I've had identity theft before. So I'm very, cautious about that. And by my making up a date, Facebook picked it up and put it into my name as my birthday.
Wow.
Facebook scammed you.
But by no means, that's not my birthday. I wasn't born in January. I think I put it in I used January something 47. I wasn't born in 47. I definitely wasn't born in January. Oh God.
You say you were born in 1947?
Was not.
You was not, okay. Because I show
I
something else.
am not. No, my husband's born in 47. I just used his year.
Okay.
I'm not born in 47 though.
Okay.
And
I think I have the right information. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. But I thank you all. And every time I try, Facebook don't let you delete it. You can change it a million times, but they won't let you delete the birth dates. Yeah.
Maybe I should change mine to like 1986.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I wonder would that work?
If I wasn't trying to find some information, I probably would have used 18 something. I wonder if Facebook would have picked that one up.
Probably, yes.
Yeah. Because I have some friends that it says that they're like 110 years old, and I know they're not that.
Yeah, but you see now, and I wasn't in Facebook when I was doing this query. I was using my phone, but I was in I think Google.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Google connects to your Facebook, because I can search for something and it'll show up on Facebook in the next
couple.
Okay, we've been here for about 2 hours now, so I know we've taken up a lot of your time tonight, and I really do appreciate it.
And one other quick question: where can I get the information on OSA and anything that I missed today on the family history? Do you put it someplace?
Oh, you mean the cousin's call that we featured him?
Yes.
if we have not, I think if it's not already there, it'll be there on our YouTube channel. And what I'll do, I'll make sure you have that information.
Oh, yes, because I was so, I even today while we were driving home and I looked at, I was looking for some information and I went to my email and I said, oh my God, this is family night. I missed another one. 2 months in a row, it was driving me cuckoo. I couldn't believe it.
And I would like to add something to that. You know, I've been on a couple of the calls where you highlighted somebody like Osa and my brother Richard and my mother. You highlighted my mother one month. And I'm telling you, those calls are so interesting when you learn about people that you know, and you learn that they have done some things that you may not have known about.
Yeah, it is. That boy hasn't uploaded it yet. He told me 3 days ago he was going to do it that night. Oh boy.
Good help is hard to find, Jimmy.
Okay, family, we're gonna sign off.
Hey,
Okay.
Jimmy.
Yes.
Hey, Jimmy. Good help is hard to find, even if you're feeding them.
Okay, folks, we're gonna sign off.
Okay, good night.
Thanks for
Good
joining.
night. See you all.
Lisa,
Good seeing you.
everybody, thanks for
Good
joining.
seeing you.
All right.
Okay.
Be safe,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Night.